But similar.
But it's similar. The eyes. There's something about the eyes.
And these are in the photo. Who are they depicted as?
De croucher
Are they
putter
daughters?
The daughters of the queen.
De croucher putter
There, it's something perhaps, Sebastian, that you'd never noticed before. You'd seen paintings and sculptures of them in the Queen's grotto, but the clarity of how they are rendered in the camera archon's images makes the details of the truth of their details much more obvious.
Seen since, and God turns his.
Yeah, they were my friends too. I mean, you've told us about.
Is that me? Is that?
I mean, it also couldn't be them, right? Right?
Right. I could be mistaken. It could be wrong. Okay, we need to keep moving.
You know what? We will find someone to help us scry and figure out where they are. And they won't be in hell. No. Don't worry, Sebastian. You didn't send one of the heirs of Draconac to hell.
I mean, you ran sent a friend to hell, and that's worse.
That is terrible.
This is a lot to digest, so
Find the bones?
yeah,
Find the bones? Take some gold? We should take some gold. Like one gold.
Kids' blood and
Bar.
photos is really putting you in unease.
Yeah, I want to leave this room.
You know what I say though is that we come back to get the documents recorded using the light machine.
Good idea.
Yeah, the truth will set you free.
Don't try to act like you're the sword now, okay?
I am the sword.
The sword is him.
You've changed, man.
It's been a long 15 minutes.
You know what?
You're still cool.
There's been lots of revelations. I say we take the shields and make sure that nobody else can get in here.
Tightly over this one's heart. If you cut it free.
He's really emotional right now.
Who are you talking to?
Who's talking to?
I have like all on my back.
Oh man, okay.
Everything's fine.
Let's go get those bones.
Let's go get those bones. So, walk out, I pick up one of the shields again, kind of like wobble it around, and then I'm like, okay, we only need one door open, so I pick up the one that won't make one of the golems like come up, so the one that was pointed to the ground, so that way we're not being chased out of here.
Should we also just aim the other one away?
Like aim the sad statue away so that it's not shining at the golem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that, yeah.
Yeah, you're able to aim the statues away, and as you turn the archangel statues away, all of the doors leading into the Von Kessel vaults reappear and seal.
Oh, perfect. We'll definitely have to go back and see if there's anything else, but I think we got what we were looking for.
Maybe we can take one of the shields and then throw it in the bag. Because if we had the shield, then no one could for sure ever.
I mean, we still need the shields to open the passage to the bones.
Yeah, after, like before we leave, we'll take one of the shields with us.
Before we leave, we could just like take one of the shields and then just
Store it at our clock tower.
Yeah.
Just like hang it on the wall.
Just not.
We need some art. It's feeling a little like wall there.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I'm feeling that.
Sure.
Good artistic choice. Okay, so what we need to do now is on the west side, I believe.
Well, there's an aperture on both the east and the west sides.
Oh.
Okay, so do I have to go back into the room full of
Let's go to Safeway.
Maybe it's just two entrances. What are the chances that there's a puzzle that involves us using both doors?
Hi.
Let's try the Safeway first, see what happens. So staying on the side with the lady statue, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And going through the door.
You shine the lights through the shields by positioning. By taking 2 of the shields, you're able to bounce the light back into this other doorway, and it fades out, opening up, revealing a roughly hewn passageway of stone that as it continues downward, there is a pungent smell in the air, and this passageway is almost cavern. It's warped stone, but also there's a natural stone cavern component to it, and it continues downward, sneaking almost in a semicircle. And as it does so, off the edges of the circle, there are more of these portcullis-bound crypts, which, similar to the previous 2 here, which have the various flame keepers intoned in them. Some of them are actually empty in anticipation for future flame keepers. It seems like this passage has been built so that it can be extended if needed, and that's why the stonework down here is so rough. And it continues in this kind of coiling shape, curving gently downward into the earth.
After you.
Come, Ignatius. We seek the truth.
Along the ceiling, holding up the ceiling, is this curved stonework, and there is this metallic rod, again with wheels and those strange clocks on it,
tastes good. Probably wouldn't put it on my food. Only probably. I prestidigitated and I tasted a little bit more to make it taste good.
Stop it. It tastes
You want us to come over and like slap it at
It's
you?
kind of like chalky almost in its taste. It's not tasty
It's
yet.
more the texture now than the taste because it made it taste good. But
Do you go for another?
No.
Like, push you away from it. Stop.
What if that's like the bones or something?
oh, then I ate dead people.
I mean,
It's
isn't
not
that
really.
all you-
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
much
not really anything new.
your MO.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving, guys.
Yeah.
I want to get out of this crypt.
Yeah, bunch of snake pipes and stuff.
Too flammable.
The whole thing coils deeper down into the earth. And you continue down this passage for some time before it opens up into a large cavern deep underneath the cathedral. Here, supported by pillars of stone, there are more of these pipes and a lake of a thick, yellowish black liquid, which a sour odor hangs in the air, and this sour odor, it's like rotting eggs, hits your face. The sulfur and rotting eggs, and in and amongst this large pool, this cavern itself, some 100 feet wide, the pipes reach down into this pool, and around them are supported the bones of Argonath, the ancient dragon, whose hardened, rust-colored scales are like plate armor over his skeleton.
We can take his bones, right? That was one of the
That was one, yeah.
That was one of them.
And we need to find like a hip or a joint. A hip or a
Beamer.
femur.
Looking up at this thing, I suddenly don't want to take its bones because I'm scared.
Also, question, what are you using for light? Are you relying on your dark vision?
I'm in the dark.
I'm in the dark.
Should we have a rope and you can follow us? Bringing us back to the rat's nest days?
So, you know how when we lit things up before and the skeletons came alive? Pluto, there is a giant dragon skeleton in this room. I know you can't see it.
Well, I have a drift globe.
No. I'm sorry.
But it's so powerful, it would light up this whole room.
Then we'd probably get eaten to that.
You hear a whisper. This is my brother in battle, Argonath, whose flame burned hotter than my own. Let no light disturb him unless the end of days is truly upon us.
My sword is telling me that we're gonna stay in the dark, so I don't hold Sebastian.
Now, you
I
said
yearn for those old days, those grand days
Not
with
saying-
Vitruvio and Argonath. We three, yes, to walk astride the world and bring the light of truth.
Yeah, he's just saying that he's ready. He really likes to stay in the dark.
Are the bones like over this lake?
Yeah,
can you?
I look in, like, can I
like
see?
the front claws are posed on the edge, and the skull kind of was a massive dragon. Like, this thing is 50 feet long, and its skull itself is bigger than your body. it is the type of thing that could have swallowed you whole in its day, and you can tell that it's the outer shell of it, like the scales of it, haven't decayed at all, because they themselves are metal. And whatever this liquid is not water, because the scales themselves have this rusty red color, but it's like a sheen to them, and it's not rust that gives them this color.
So it's surrounded by this nasty liquid.
It's almost like the scales themselves would have been, they have this reddish, like actually you can't even see it because you're using dark vision because you can't see the color, but they might be either red or gold.
Do I see any signs of St. Vitruvio's?
No.
We just need these, right?
I think so.
How big is his femur?
It's a big tongue.
His dragon, but it's still a pretty big.
But that would be enough.
His digits, they would be like short swords.
Okay.
Well,
So we'll pick up a couple of those, and that should be fine.
I'm pretty sick of being down here. Pluto can't
In
see
fact,
me.
they're batch.
What's the worst that can happen? I walk up and I grab one of the claws and I start pulling.
Make a strength check.
Because it's by the edge of the water. Like
I fall backwards and just like tumble to the floor.
Okay.
Pluto, I think you might have to do this one.
okay. Lead me.
Alrighty.
I walk him over and I place his hands on the toe of the dragon. And I'm like, pull there.
With some effort, you're able to pull the claw, the right claw of Vitruvia, the right claw of Argonath free. It's stupidly heavy. It's like carrying several long swords and a suit of armor, but you've got it.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get this upstairs.
Like this thing, this claw itself is like the size
I
of
guess
a
we could all like help
Well, we might still need Vitruvio's.
I thought they only needed one. No? They need both?
Did they say one or the other or both?
I think they wanted both. It's ideal.
Well, I mean, we can drop this off upstairs.
Yeah, okay.
We have to go to the other side to get to St.
Yeah, let's go show them that we got the bone.
So we climb all of those winding stairs, Pluto dragging this.
I'm carrying it.
Yeah.
I'm two-handing it though.
It takes a while, I assume, because of how heavy it is and how I'm not helping.
Same.
And we get...
You guys don't even give me light.
Nothing happens, though, when we take
I
the
trip
phone?
most of the way.
I thought that... I thought
It
that...
shifts slightly and falls as the weight now is on the bone, but the whole system is keeping the skeleton up.
I scream when it shifts, and I kind of run to the door, but I like slow down when I realize that nothing's happening, and I try to casually just walk it off.
Like, oh, just getting rid of the crap.
Yep. Okay, guys, and then we go all the way back up.
Okay. You head all the way back up through the passages, back to the top, to where the is. And seated there at the stairs, looking down, are Petra and Elena.
Hello. Aren't you supposed to be helping the queen? Yes, no,
Yeah, you guys are on queen duty.
And Petra, she smiles rather warmly, and she sighs, and she says, "The queen herself wanted to see how things turned out."
She's here?
Like, What? Upstairs?
And Elena speaks up. She lowers her gaze and says, "Oh yes, the Queen's here, and so's Lenore."
No.
Petra kind of regards that weirdly, but it's like doesn't quite put two and two together.
What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate?
Pull out your sword! Pull out your sword! I yell at Pluto. Pluto!
I can't, it's so heavy.
Let me take the bone. And I like just throw it into the ground.
They say, Petra says, that is a huge dragon claw.
Yep.
Seeing this commotion, Elena turns and she cries out, "They're back! They're back! They brought it!" And you can hear commotion within as several others, members of the Hooded Lanterns and the Silver Order, rush towards the stairs to help you with the dragon claw.
Pluto, pull out your sword.
I pull out Ignatius. Dun, 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 dun.
Say the word.
And I say, I summon you, Ignatius. Show me the truth.
Fire blazes up the sword, and the assembled people gasp at the light of the blade. And one of the paladins of the Silver Order says, "It's Ignatius, the blade of Vitruvio. The light has blessed us indeed." And there's just shouting as everyone is amazed at what you have done and brought up.
Wait!
I enjoy the shouting, and I enjoy the amazement.
Elena, what is your name?
She turns and in the chaos of all the people being shocked, she sees the blade and she makes a break away as the triumphant paladins cry out around you that this is amazing. She's like slipping into the larger chamber out of the range of the area.
Can I try and cast web on him?
You absolutely can.
So as she turns to run, I throw out web.
Okay. She makes a dexterity saving throw.
That looks no
And she gets an 18. So technically, I guess we should roll for initiative.
Ignatius! This is a bold move that I'm making right now.
You're going for it.
I mean, we have a truth stick. And we have the Queen of Thieves trying to lie her way through this. And I saw an opportunity.
I don't even want to get into anything.
Are you done with her?
There
Are
are
you
so many
over it?
paladins around. If I can make her just say that she is not who she says she is, we have so many people around here right now.
Yes. We're going for it.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
What do you got?
13.
20.
26.
Okay, so Sebastian, 13.
Yeah.
20 for Pluto.
26 for me.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Okay. Okay. So Veo, Sebastian has drawn his wand, and on your turn, Sebastian, that's when the webs will be cast.
Okay.
Okay. Veo, you see Sebastian is going for his wand as Elena is turning to leave.
How far away is she from me?
Okay, you're at the top of the stairs, and she is 30 feet away from you.
Okay, perfect. I cast Zephyr Strike and use my feline agility, and it's probably overkill, but I dash towards her and I like go to a rugby tackle to like essentially grapple her.
Okay.
I'm like, you know when a cat comes at you, claws out, because I want to get her down on the ground.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I go for. Full force. Right into her.
Are there any rolls for that?
Yeah. So you're trying to grab her. So we make opposed strength checks.
14.
Okay, I get a 13. So you win. So you grab her, and you want to try to pin her to the ground.
I guess what I'm trying to do is like momentum, grab my arms around her arms and my legs around her waist.
Okay.
And try to like weigh her down.
So you got her grabbed, and you want to try to knock her prone then? Or just grab her?
Disadvantage your ropes or not? Exactly.
I'd end up running both of you.
I'm holding on. She's not going anywhere.
Pluto, it's your turn.
I make my way through the paladins.
Okay.
Very epically. Like I imagine that they part. I go, part! Make way for Ignatius! And I walk up and I say, and I slowly lower the blade towards Elena. For we do not abide deceptions in front of Ignatius.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I do like a little pose. A little pose at the end. And I point.
And she turns back.
And I'm right up to her.
And
I run right up to her.
Have you have the blade out, and the sword speaks to you as you point the blade at her, and it says, "What exactly are we doing here with this woman?"
She's a fraud. Reveal her. Make her say some really like embarrassing stuff and tell everyone who she really is.
I mean, he can't do that, but he does project the zone of truth.
It's close.
Okay. Do the whispering thing in her head. Okay. Do the whispering thing. Okay. And so as you lower the blade,
And like just kind of like pointing it at her.
okay.
Like I'm not like trying to like stab her, and I'm not trying to. It's more like just I want the look cool factor.
Okay. So I pointed at her.
And I'm like within like 5 feet of her when I'm doing this. Because she was like 30 feet pay of tap of her.
Yeah. Okay. So she looks at you.
Just left.
I'm like still getting my voice.
We go for web.
Right now.
Okay. So I think okay. Ignatius says to you, "This one's lies. This one lies in her heart. But she, the darkness that surrounds her, the lies that surround her, I cannot force it out of her. She has succeeded her saving throw against the Zone of Truth." So you know this. So remember, with Zone of Truth, Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell area for the first time or starts its turn there makes a charisma saving throw. And on a failed save, it can't speak a deliberate lie. You know whether they succeed or fail. And a creature that's aware of the spell knows. So you know that she's in it, but she succeeded her saving throw.
Does she know that she succeeded?
Yes. Yeah, a creature in an area of Zone of Truth is aware of the effect. Yeah. Okay.
It's the queen seeing this.
Yeah. And for the record, it's DC 15 for the saving throw on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that her whole turn? So
She looks up and she says, Commander, what are they doing? Why? Get off of me, Theo!
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's eating.
I'm still like grappled onto her. I'm just very comfortable
And
right now.
She tries to break out of the grapple.
Okay, are we opposing
So
strengths?
it's your strength versus her dexterity.
Oh. 10.
And I get a 5. So you manage to keep her held. She resists and struggles, but she is still stuck in your grasp. Sebastian, are you still going to cast Web?
Since she's already stuck in the grasp, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna like put my foot on her.
Okay.
For it, I'm going to cast Web. If she like runs, I'm gonna cast it at her, and I just point my web at her, and I say, "Reveal yourself. You're outnumbered. There's nobody here to help."
As you now standing in the opening of in front of the altar of the flame, pointing this at her, and you look down, and you can see in the hall are several other people. There is, standing in the hallway, are the Lord Commander and the Knight Captain in the cathedral hall, all looking at this unfolding. Is the Lord Commander, Elias Drexel, Theodore Marshall, the Knight Captain, and Eldrick and River are here. And so is Queen Lenore.
I have to be committed to this choice.
And they're all looking at this.
Alright, okay.
Like, everyone is looking at the three of you right now like you've gone crazy. And in the midst of all this, Petra and Ansem charge at you, Veo, and try to rip you off of Elena. And two other hooded lanterns, another hooded lantern comes up to Sebastian and tries to knock you to your feet as well. So you guys can make 2 opposed strength checks, and you can make 1. Oh, yeah.
17 and 1.
Okay, I get 19 and 17. So, basically, Ansem and another one of the Queen's Guards grab you, Veo, and rip you off of Elena. And Sebastian, another hooded lantern, tackles you.
I get an 18.
And pushes at you, but they only get a 12. So you stay there. Another one of the hooded lanterns tries to pull Elena to her feet.
Can I yell anything?
You absolutely can.
Can I bite them?
I yell, "She's not who she says she is." She's not who she says she is.
She is an imposter.
And there is shock in amongst everybody as a booming voice resounds out from Ophelia Reed, and she says, "This is madness. Now, y'all are fighting right in front of the altar of the sacred flame. You lay down your arms right there, right then and there. This is no place of violence. You do it now, and whatever quarrel you might have with that woman, we can talk it out like reasonable human beings."
I don't think we can. I don't think she's gonna give us the chance.
Ignatius has found its deception, and it seeks to reveal the truth. And I look to the paladins for some sort of support. For they must see that Ignatius is trying.
Theodore Marshall looks to Ophelia, and he says, "Are you sure?" He whispers something to her. You can hear him saying, "That's the blade of Vitruvio. It tells all the truths that we need to know. Is there some deception afoot?" And the Lord Commander, says, "Elena is one of my trusted soldiers. What are you doing, you three? Have you gone crazy?"
And I turn to on my father's life. This woman is not Elena. And I look him like dead in the eye.
Make your persuasion check with advantage.
11.
Theo, your father was a good man, and I trust his word. But you three have always been loose cannons. If you're going to attack one of my soldiers right now, if you've got an issue with her, if you found something, you can't just take this into your own hands. You have to go through me. Now let her go and stand. If there's going to be anyone who's justice in this city, it is me and the Queen.
I'm disappointed that you haven't learned that our actions are truthful in what we do.
I'm disappointed that you don't trust me enough yet to make my own decisions. You would have come to me first if you had a problem with anybody.
She's not one of your soldiers.
This is a discovery that we are taking action on right now.
We're really winging it, sir, and we can't. You have to bind her hands, and then we'll explain. But we cannot
Petra,
let her go.
Where's Petra?
Petra is holding on to Elena.
Petra, what were the words that she spoke right before this action? What did she say on the stairs?
She said that the Queen was here, that Lenore was here.
What were her exact words? You looked at her puzzled at the way she said the words.
Yeah, she said the Queen was here and Lenore was here too.
What other queen do we know? Petra.
What other queen?
Petra looks at Elena, and Elena has this blank look on her face. And Petra speaks up. Dad, I think they might be onto something. I'm gonna take Elena down. And the Lord Commander just says, "Damn it all." And Petra wrestles Elena to the ground.
That girl.
Thank you.
It's tense.
I am shaking.
I am pointing.
I guess I'm being wrestled by.
You've been like pulled away. Like
Yeah.
Ansem has actually got you. He's grabbed you.
I stop. Like.
Ansem, let her go.
And my quarrel is not with you, Ansem. It's with the supposed queen over there.
We are here to bring justice to this place, and we're here to bring truth to this place. Not words I thought I'd say.
You're being really truthful right now.
Right now, seems like the only moment, and if I go back on this, Lord Commander, if I stop pointing my wand, I'm terrified of the consequences. I have to follow through with this. I've committed to this. I think I need her to tell us who she is.
Elena, you are not who you say you are.
She smiles and she says, "No, I'm not. And you don't have as much control over this situation as you think you do."
For I'm freaking out here, Pluto. I'm freaking out.
Just keep pointing.
Okay.
Just keep pointing. It's really confident.
There's going to be a knock at the door any moment now.
Oh, God.
You better answer it. Better send someone to answer it, because someone's come to talk to. I just wanted to make sure I was here for the fireworks.
Wait, what?
Pardon? There's a knock at the door of the Grand Cathedral.
What is it? Who is it?
Fireworks.
Guys, I'm gonna go answer it.
Is she gonna... Pluto, is the fireworks the bomb?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it is.
I go to the door. After kind of like shaking off Ansem. And I open it.
You open the door, and there is a crowd of people outside. Normal-looking people with shards of delirium in their chests. And in front of you, as you open the door, is the plain face of Lucretia Matthias.
I shut the door.
Vale, what is it?
We don't want any. We don't want any.
The queen may not be our biggest problem right now.
What do you mean?
Just saying.
How could she not be our biggest problem
And I
right
turn
now?
to the
The
flame
door knocks
keeper.
again.
I turn to the flame keeper and say, "Your bestie is here." And I open up the door again.
Pluto, I'm losing faith in this situation.
She said, and Lucretia Matthias takes a step into the cathedral with two of her others, and she says, very softly, "May I come in?"
Ophelia, you run this one.
Yeah.
You need to take point on this.
Yep.
We're already way over our heads right now.
I have heard that you have taken the cathedral, and I have come to see that it is sanctified again in the name of the light and the fire.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's just a whole party in here, isn't it?
We have the light.
Lucretia, can you just like give us a moment while we figure this out?
And we have the fire.
We're gonna get
Seems
there.
that there is a problem that you are having.
Yeah.
Defile the flame with your violent act.
I'm trying to bring truth to this place. That's the act of this. That's why we're here.
Truth and light.
Truth and light.
Someone else has brought deception and violence.
The person you see before you is the one who brings the violence and deception to this place. We are the truth and the light.
How'd that feel to say?
Weird.
The
Mostly dark.
Elena smiles for a moment and says, "Maybe we should all just talk this one out, don't you think? This has been a long-awaited meeting, don't you think?"
I don't trust.
And I look around and I say, everyone's here. Everyone's here.
Yeah, everyone was there when Oscar Yorn was there too, and he just teleported the hell out of there.
Mm-hmm. But
I look at Vale and I take my foot off of her, but I keep my wand pointed at her and I back up.
She's been wrestled to the ground by Petra, so
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like,
My
yeah.
foot wasn't really doing much.
She's like, the Lord Commander speaks up. "Mages are here. The Amethyst Academy, the Silver Order, these pilgrims. We've all come here to the Grand Cathedral because we want something. We all want this city to be what it was, in the name of the Von Kessels, Drakenheim, Westamar, and the Light. This is... I don't know what to do from here, but I'm taking control of this situation as Lord Commander of Drakenheim. Everyone answers to me now. We're just gonna talk and put down all the weapons. All right?
Sounds good. I mean, keep her under wraps, but yeah.
Keep her apprehended. You, he points at the Knight Captain, and you all got a bunch of problems to work out here. You can tell that he does not know what to do about the situation.
Can she turn back to her real form?
Show yourself.
Or at least
your true self.
not the imposter?
Elena.
She winks at you. I've got nothing to hide. And that's where we're gonna end for the night.
Oh my gosh!
Goes down, goes down, goes down.
So much emotion.
From the building.
Good.
I ain't scared of her anymore.
I'm scared. I was scared that whole. This wand is drenched in sweat right now.
Yeah, that was
Standing up to the Queen of Thieves is the single scariest thing that I could ever imagine doing in a D&D
I
game.
feel like as soon as you did it, I was like, I'm in. I'm following your lead.
Yeah.
Tackle her to the
Ta
ground.
på skolan.
Thank you guys for being with me on that. Did you expect that?
No.
Ja. Det var bare en ting å... Ja, men du...
Stopp!
Ja, men skal vi ut, Linnea? Slutt å tulle nå.
Slutt å kutte ut. Slutt å... Å nei!